Hello and welcome to another episode of 5-Minute Dissertation Diaries. Today is Sunday, April 18th, 2021. I realized I didn't say anything last week, so this will be a 2-week recap of where I am. I'm recording this on my work laptop because it's a pain to switch my workspace out for my personal laptop, so I kind of hope this comes out well. Let's talk about what I did last week, not this most recent week, but the week before, starting on April 5th. Didn't get anything done throughout the week. That seems to be a recurring theme. Work is just absorbing all my time and energy. And by the time I'm done with work, to a reasonable point, each night during the work week, I find myself just completely exhausted and unable to think. So I didn't get anything done until last Saturday. But I finished Chapter 2, wrote the summary, got that taken care of, rewrote it. And then I worked on the Chapter 3 introduction. I spent an inordinate amount of time resolving a comment from my methodologist. You see, I use the word Frontline manager in my dissertation proposal. That's one of the groups of people I want to talk to as part of my research. Some other levels of management, but frontline management's one of them. I needed to find a scholarly definition for frontline manager, which was no easy feat. I went ahead and found one months ago, and that particular peer-reviewed, empirical, scholarly article that defined frontline manager defined it as a word, or as 2 words with a space in between. And so I'd written it as 2 words with a space in between. Well, first I did front dash line because that seemed appropriate. And then I found this article and I decided I need to put it back to front space line because that's what the scholarly research did. My methodologist corrected it to front dash line as a compound word with a hyphen. But I had to resolve that conflict. So I spent several hours actually trying to figure it out. See, my peer-reviewed source did not hyphenate it with 2 words, but then I looked at APA to see what it did. We're on APA 7 now with this new template, and I'm rewriting everything for the new template. And APA said to check with Merriam-Webster. Merriam-Webster said if it's a noun, it's 2 words. If it's an adjective, as it is in my case, it's a single compound word, frontline, 1 word. So what I did was I found every instance of front space line and front dash line and went back and corrected them down to a single word and then put in the comments next to all of those, there were a dozen or so entries, what my rationale was for doing that. So when my methodologist re-reviews, he will see my rationale there and not try to correct it. That is such a minuscule thing, but it consumed a good chunk of Saturday the 11th. So 8 days ago. No, I'm sorry, that was Sunday the 11th, last week. After that, I completed Chapter 3, The Purpose of the Study. That brings me up to last Sunday. This week, let me tell you what I did. During the week, I got nothing done. But yesterday, I got a lot done. I rewrote Chapter 3 section, the research questions. I rewrote the Chapter 3 section, the rationale for a qualitative methodology. I rewrote the Chapter 3 section, rationale for research design. And I wrote the Chapter 3 section, recruiting and sampling strategy. Today, I worked on Chapter 3, sources of data. And that's going to require some pretty heavy modification. So I'm going to continue working on that throughout this week. This coming week, I hope to get that done and get Chapter 3 completed. That would be fantastic. Then I've just got some cleanup on the proposal and I can get it submitted back to my methodologist. That's where I am now. Hope you're doing well. Take care.